people who work for Mr. Colbert might reasonably regard you as the person least likely to mourn his passing. We were just trying to clarify some of the evidence. Was Mr. Colbert ever in this greenhouse, say last night about midnight?
Yeah.
Gillespie,
Yeah.
you saw it.
Well, I saw it.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
I don't know.
I'll remember that. There was a time when I could have had you shot.
Never breaks eye contact.
Great scene.
Yeah.
Welcome. I said welcome. Welcome to the Music Relish Show. This is episode number 143. I got it right.
Yeah.
And on tonight's episode, we're going to see Chicago playing 25 or 6 to 4. Our trivia, as always. We're going to have original versions of songs. We're going to see Focus playing Hocus Pocus, Olilo, and Random Relish. And, of course, we always have extra relish bits. So, anyway,
Whoa there.
Lou, Perry, how you doing?
Good. How you
Good.
doing?
All right.
Good. My name is Mark. I'm here to host the show because I understand you guys just woke up, so I got all the energy. So let's get going with this. It is Sunday night, time for therapy. Okay.
What about In the Heat of the Night?
That's
Yeah.
the best scene from the movie, in my opinion.
Sidney
Steiger
Poitier
wearing
never
his Bono
broke eye
glasses.
contact. You notice he didn't back up when the white guy was approaching him. He didn't back up. He was just asking his questions. Yep.
And I love this reaction.
How dare you?
Yeah. And,
How dare you?
Rod Steiger as Sheriff Gillespie.
Yeah.
You know? What are you going to
Another
do about it? I don't know.
I like the scene in that movie when the guy's running across the bridge and Steiger just starts following him slowly, chewing the toothpick.
Yeah.
You know, the guy they think committed the murder, or the guy that actually did, actually.
Yeah.
So,
Great
I
movie.
gave it away if someone didn't see it.
In the Heat of the Night. Yep.
And a
Spoiler
pretty good
alert.
TV show, too.
Who was in the TV show? Was it Carol O'Connor?
Carol O'Connor, yeah.
Yeah. I never saw that.
Yeah, it was good. He did a good job. You know, he shook the Archie Bunker stereotype for that role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was a
And
great
his son.
role.
Yep.
Great role.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. So let's get this thing going here. So I understand. Let's see. We got some Chicago now, and with the great you know who on guitar.
Chicago.
Kath.
Yeah.
Lou, is the drummer named Seraphin?
Danny Seraphin.
Wow, that guy's fantastic.
Yeah.
There's Robert Lamb on piano, right?
Playing a Strat.
And of
Nobody
course,
better get in front of that guy.
Pete Cetera, bass and vocals.
It's a great horn arrangement, too.
Yeah.
Far cry from Peter Cetera's ballads.
Yeah. What a string of hits they had.
I'm hearing some additional percussion there.
Well, it is live. It is live, right?
Where's that from? Do you know where it's from?
Chicago.
It's from Chicago. Yeah, Chicago. Yeah.
Chicago.
Give me a hot dog.
Give me a brat.
I don't know. Could be Midnight Special. Could be Don Kirshner's rock concert.
Yep.
Could be anything. But
That almost looked did it look like it was a concert footage? Maybe?
it is
Possibly.
Like actually live.
Yeah, and I think the guitar solo is coming up with his Stratocaster.
When does he start stepping on a wah?
Of course, he's got a fretboard on it, right? Whoa!
Oh, he's getting jazzy.
Guy was incredible, man.
Wow, wow.
And of course, we know what that rock journalist asked Jimi Hendrix.
Yep.
Yeah, that Danny Serafin, man, that guy's a fantastic drummer.
Yeah.
Apparently, some rock journalist once asked Jimi Hendrix, how does it feel that you're the best guitar player in the world? He goes, I don't know. He goes, you should ask Terry Kath. Yeah, that's what he said.
He didn't say Prince?
What's that?
He didn't say Prince? That's what Eric Clapton said when someone asked him about
And B.B. King
what's
said
it like
Pat
to be the greatest
Metheny.
guitar player? Yeah.
Well, Jimi Hendrix thought that Terry Kath was a fantastic guitar player, right? Which,
Yeah.
Probably, and at that, at the time. So yeah, whatever Hendrix died, 71.
Yep. Probably 71 or 2.
77, 71.
Yep. Let's
71.
He had a great voice, Pete Cetera, when he was doing rock,
Yeah.
As far as all those ballads, whatever.
You don't like the glory of love? Come on.
No. David Foster? No.
Yeah.
Go, Terry, go. And what's he playing? A 5-piece kit? Danny Serafin?
Look, he might have 2 floor tom-toms, 1 man. There's something off to his left. Maybe a timbali.
Yeah.
I see him play sling-a-lins a lot.
Great ending. Wow. Great ending. Yeah. Terry Kath.
Like a concert. Wow. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I think one of the horn players might still be. I think it might be like one person left. I think one of the horn players is still in the band.
Well,
I think.
Robert Lamb is still around, isn't he?
No, maybe it's Robert Lamb. But most of them are not there. You know.
I think there's 2 horn players still there, if I'm not mistaken. That's it for the original members, though.
And have you seen that Russian band on YouTube that does Chicago? They do some pretty note for note.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
they're good. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Terry Kath, that wasn't slick. That was not slick guitar playing. It was,
Dirty.
There's an edge to it. It's kind of raw, but
Yeah.
Always had that great messy, dirty guitar sound, which I liked,
Yeah.
By the way, this is my favorite sound
And
in the world.
he had a great voice too.
I just unscrewed
That
my
was
cap.
your-
Sorry.
Lou, he doesn't
that some
uncork wine, he unscrews wine.
Yeah, I unscrewed my wine.
Yeah. I tried.
Mama tried.
Mama tried.
That
He
version,
drank Yellowtail in prison.
that version, as far as the live version, it's a lot better. Did you guys ever hear the Live at the Carnegie Hall album?
Sure, yeah.
They didn't like that. They said they were exhausted, and that version of 25 or 6 to 4 is a little slower. They were just worn out and everything. It's a good album, but it's long, very long.
Well,
So
you don't forget, live albums are chosen, you know what I mean? There's 3 different locations for live albums. They pick the best tracks from whatever. One could be at the Garden, the other one could be at the Winter Garden, you know what I mean? It's,
yeah, Live at Carnegie was just Carnegie Hall.
Right,
You know,
right,
they did
like
one,
that album. Like that album, Peter Frampton Comes Alive.
Peter Frampton Comes Alive.
And then they recorded it in You. Oh, that was a bad thing.
You know something about Chicago? They were not the same after his death, after Terry Kath's death. They were
Terry
not the same.
Kath, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And then the
searched-
80s stuff, I didn't like any of that. You know, and they fire. I think
Me neither.
they made Danny Serafin retire. I think. Not unlike Steve Smith from Journey.
Wow.
Did you ever hear the remake of 25 or 6 to 4? It was horrible.
Unfortunately, I think you actually played it one time a year ago on the show or something, Mark. Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yep. Well, they gave it an updated feel, right?
Guys, you got to be updated. Yeah.
What kind of feel? That was not a great feel to begin with. You know that remake.
Well,
good old 80s.
Chicago, 25 or 6 to 4.
Chicago. All right.
They're a
moving
hell
on.
of a band.
All right, moving on. Music trivia. Anybody got trivia?
I don't. Mine falls under trivia or not? No.
No. Okay.
Not really. No, I don't.
I got trivia.
Mine's random. What kind of trivia you got?
All right, it's a Beatles trivia.
Ooh.
Now, as you know, through the years, thousands of people have covered Beatles songs.
Mm-hmm.
What are the two most popular, highest charting Beatles songs in the United States? And it's going to be multiple choice, okay? 2. Joe Cocker with a little help from my friends. Elton John, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany, I Saw Him Standing There.
No.
Or, well, it was a big hit. Earth, Wind, and Fire, Got to Get You Into My Life.
A good version.
Two of those. Two of those are tied.
All right, it's Joe Cocker, and what was the second one?
Elton John, Lucy in the Sky.
Joe Cocker and Elton John.
Highest charting?
Yeah.
Tiffany.
Okay, and what's the second? There's two. There's two.
Joe
tied.
Cocker. Joe Cocker.
Okay. The answer is I'm just joking. I didn't mean to do that to you.
You jerk.
No, I just wanted to play Tiffany.
I thought I won a prize.
Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds by Elton John and Got to Get You Into My Life both hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot
Earth, Wind, and
100.
Fire? Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was surprised.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I don't like that version. I don't like it.
Neither do I.
Yeah,
Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Yeah,
I'm
not crazy.
I do. I like it.
It's just a song. You know, I've always had a little trouble with that song. But
I thought, well, that song bugs me too because the drums and the Beatles version, the drums sound shitty. It's like a shitty drum recording.
yeah.
Slightly improved by the remixing, but anyway.
So it was one of the few successful things that came out of the movie Sgt. Pepper's.
Yeah. You know what I heard on the Beatles channel? It was Bobby McFerrin's version of Drive My Car, all vocal.
Oh, I've heard that.
I got a minute into it. I'm like, bye. I mean, it's pretty interesting what he can do with his voice, going from like really low bass to falsetto, but even still, I'm like, it's too much.
But it's a novelty after that one song. It's a novelty already, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
think-
After Don't Worry, Be Happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
What movie was that? Was that in Roadhouse?
I don't know.
Ditto.
No,
With Ghost.
no,
Yeah,
no. Ghost was Righteous Brothers.
So you're saying it was in a
That's
Patrick Swayze movie, Lou?
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was.
I'm thinking, what about Bob?
Maybe it was in Black Dog.
No, it wasn't Point Break. No, I think it was in Roadhouse. No, I don't know. Anyway, that's
Maybe.
trivia.
I was watching
That's
it
trivia.
last night. I was watching that last night. It's a good movie. It's a lot of fun.
What, Roadhouse?
Yeah, I love it.
Ben Gazzara was quite a fighter.
He was great in that. He's just like, you hate him. That face, that vacant stare.
My favorite movie title that he's in is called, was it Death of a Chinese Bookie?
I never even heard of that.
I never did. It's on streaming channel. I've never watched it, but I was like, interesting.
Was it later on when he was just like doing any
Yeah, but
role
you
he
just said
could
it was
get?
your favorite movie of his, and you never
No,
said
favorite movie. No, favorite movie title.
Oh.
Title, I said. Yeah. Like, I don't know how many Ben Gazzara movies I've seen.
Oh, I thought you meant Patrick Swayze.
Oh, no.
I saw a movie from 1971 where they go to the bottom of the ocean on a submarine and there's like huge fish down there and Ben Gazzara's in it. He's young. He still has that vacant stare when he stares at somebody because he's the bad guy, you know, so he looks at you with those eyes, you know.
Those Manson lamps.
Yeah. Hey, Perry, you got any trivia?
Yeah, I've got one right here.
I know I'm going to get it wrong.
Remember that Cheech and Chong song, Basketball Jones?
Basketball
Jones, right? Let's see.
Yes, I'm the victim of a basketball Jones. Ever since I was a
Can
little,
you guess who the guitar player might be on this? And I'll tell you the other musicians too.
baby, I always be dribbling. In fact, I was the baddest dribbler in the whole.
What year did that come out?
72 maybe.
Mid 70s, early mid 70s.
I think it's early. Yeah.
Guitar player. Rory Gallagher. No. Cooch. No. It's Waddy Wachtel.
Whoa, good guess, man.
Waddy Wachtel. That's my guess.
Mark, any ideas?
Carlos Santana.
Whoa. Let's see. Lou Adler produced it.
Oh, it's Tyrone Shoelaces.
There's the musicians. That was George
wow.
Harrison on guitar.
How cool is that? Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Jim Keltner.
Jim Keltner, percussion.
Klaus Vorman on bass, Billy Preston on organ, Tom
And
Scott on the sax.
Wow. Carol
Nicky
King
Hopkins.
and Nicky Hopkins.
Yeah, Carole King played the electric piano. The Blossoms, which is Darlene Love and whoever the other two Blossoms were with her, all playing and singing on that. Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah.
The truth. Michelle Phillips.
Yeah.
I wonder who
Did
Jimmy Karstein is.
The Tonight Show.
The Tonight Show with Jimmy Karstein.
Here's a question.
You know, can I ask you a question, Perry?
Yeah.
Did that song come out before they had like the Sister Mary Elephant stuff and everything? Was that like a real early?
I don't know. It was not from the Big Bamboo. It was from one of their other albums. Yeah.
I don't know a lot about them, but what I do know I love. So
Okay. Who is the English producer of the David Bowie track Space Oddity? Tony Visconti agreed to produce the album, but he wanted to have nothing to do with Space Oddity because he said it was a novelty song. So he didn't want to have anything to do with that. He produced the rest of the record, but not Space Oddity. Tony Visconti refused to produce that song.
It's an English producer, but an English producer produced it.
Yes.
oh, right. Oh, that does what I thought.
Glyn Johns. I don't think how many English producers. Was Bob Ezrin English?
No, he's American. He's Canadian American. Yeah.
Oh,
Muff Winwood.
I'm gonna go with Andy Johns just
Andy
to be
Johns.
cute.
We'll go with the brothers. I say Glyn Johns.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I'm wrong now. I'm not. I shouldn't say that.
I think I'm wrong too.
I've done that before.
Take your protein pills and put your helmet on.
Gus Dudgeon.
Gus Dudgeon. Producer of Elton John.
Yep.
There he is. Yep.
And he did other. Did he do other? I think he did other David Bowie.
He was the engineer, and Tony Visconti refused to produce that song, so Gus Dudgeon did.
Okay.
Yep.
There's a novelty song. That's funny.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Here's a question. Can you name 3 brands of British amplifiers? At least 3.
Fox.
Marshall.
English.
We gotta get one more.
Yeah.
Ampeg?
Ampeg's American.
No. Wait.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, crap.
Fox, Marshall.
3 brands of British amplifiers.
Yeah.
Basketball Jones. Well, you have 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I think of like a guitar manufacturer that makes amps, but
Let's go.
yeah. Sears Silvertone. Marshall.
Yep.
Jim Marshall.
Vox. Of course.
The
right?
Beetle amp. Yeah. And a lot more.
Orange.
I thought they were in the Southwest. I didn't know they were English.
Orange is British. Yeah. Yep.
Ah.
Wow.
Yeah. Tony
And another
Iommi.
thing-
Tony Iommi played orange amps. Yep.
That's another thing I discovered relatively recently. I see people were using them in the early 70s as an alternative to Marshall.
Yeah.
Getting that big sound.
There's more. Also, Pete Townsend.
High
Watt. Right?
Hiwatt's English.
Yeah.
Stick his guitar in.
Yep.
Thufir Hiwatt. He was in Dune.
Selmer. David Gilmour used Selmer amps. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, wow.
I like that. I like that logo. It looks like it should be like a German beer house or something.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
a 70s style
And
bar.
also Laney British
Oh
amplifier.
yeah, Laney.
Yeah. And these are the popular brands. There's so many
That's
more boutique British amplifiers. But these
Sure.
are the ones that everyone's heard of. Yeah.
What about Matchless? Those are American.
Those are American. Yeah.
American.
Yep.
Never even heard of that one.
Okay.
And my original, my blue V amp, Behringer V amp, I had a Matchless thing. It's a real clear, almost like a almost solid state sound, but like very bright, but very punchy.
All right, we've got one more question. What was the first single released by the band Squeeze? Was it Cool for Cats, Take Me I'm Yours, Up the Junction, or Goodbye Girl?
Cool for Cats.
That's what I was thinking. I'm going with that, too.
You're thinking of Cool for Cats as the first
Yeah.
single released by Squeeze?
I'm thinking that.
I'm thinking so too.
Okay.
Take me, I'm yours.
So,
Because dreams are made of
Oh, wait, there's one thing. They were called UK Squeeze because there was some
Yeah.
American fucking band that was called Tight Squeeze. And they threatened a lawsuit. So, but they lost the UK right. They lost the UK Squeeze right away. Yeah.
forever. There'll be a heaven.
Lotto won.
Yep.
I heard that on WPLJ late one night, and I thought it was one of the most inventive songs ever. It was like,
Yeah,
whoa, this
yeah.
is good. I
Yeah.
really liked
That was
it.
1978, I believe, their first
Yeah.
record. Yeah.
So I would have been 9 years old. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. Yeah.
Meaning
that it
you
for
heard
you
it
for
on
trivia?
FM station when you were 9 or when you were 29, you know?
I
There
probably
was
heard
no
that.
FM left. But
I probably heard that after RG Bargy. Once they hit, you know, they're like, what else do they have?
Yeah, yep.
Oogie
There was-
Oogie Boogie.
my sister used to tell me, listen to WPLJ after 10 o'clock. They would play different kinds of music because during the day they were playing Zeppelin, you know, Floyd. She said, always listen at night because they had live DJs all night.
Yeah.
And so I would stay up as late as I could. And I remember hearing stuff like this and going, wow, good stuff. And then it's the first time I heard Welcome to the Machine by Pink Floyd because that's not a song a lot of people would play. And they played it late at night. So
Well, that's
Got
all I
anything
have
else
for
there?
trivia. That's all.
I told you, we've emptied the tank. All right. Well, there's many songs and there's many covers of songs. So we have a segment here called the original versions of songs, which is always really interesting. What do we got today?
Well, we have Big Joe Williams from 1935.
Let's hear this.
I recognize that song, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good song.
Nice original
And
version.
Washboard.
1935. Yep,
And so this say Washboard singers.
it did. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Edgar Hayes. Edgar Hayes, 1938. In the mood.
Wow. I really didn't know that was a cover.
Yeah, I think Glenn Miller covered it.
Yeah.
I thought he wrote it.
No,
Wow.
no.
Wow.
Big hit out of that.
Yeah,
And that's a very complicated composition, too.
yeah.
In the mood.
Big Maybell. Big Maybell from 1955. I believe this song was covered by Carl Perkins and the Beatles also.
Come on over, baby.
Yeah.
Whole lot of shaking going
No, it's covered by
on.
Jerry Lee Lewis, right?
Come on
Yeah.
over, baby.
Yeah.
Baby, you can't go wrong. Ain't nobody faking. Whole lot of shaking going on.
Under the direction of Quincy
Quincy
Jones.
Jones.
Did you
Quincy
see
Jones,
that?
that
Yeah.
was one of his earlier productions. Yeah, yep.
Wow. He goes
Nice.
way back.
Yep.
The drums are real, it's an interesting
Yeah.
high
Yeah.
mix of the drums. The hi-hat, a lot of
Yeah.
times the drums would sound a little duller back then, but they was a very
Q got a good sound, didn't he? Yeah.
sharp, very cracky snare
Very
drum sound too.
Crispy.
1955.
Crispy, yeah.
That was 55, by the way. Yep.
Not gristly, but crispy.
All
crispy
right,
treats.
this is the one. 1936. I think Carl Perkins covered this, and the Beatles covered this song too. Rex Griffin.
If I had all the moonshine I could drink, you couldn't put it in
Yeah.
a water tank. Everybody's trying to be my baby.
Everybody trying to be my baby.
Everybody's trying to be my baby now.
I've had that song in my
Country.
head some nights trying to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to be my.
I would say the Beatles kind of took their version from Carl Perkins, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sung by George Harrison.
J.J. Cale. J.J. Cale.
The
Late
late great.
1966. Laid back J.J. Cale.
After midnight, we're gonna let it all hang out.
Boom, boom.
Gonna shake your tambourine.
Clapton loved that guy.
It should be
That was,
mentioned. He
produced
also
by
wrote
it was Snuff Garrett.
He
produced
wrote.
that.
He wrote.
Cocaine.
He wrote Cocaine. He wrote.
Tulsa Time, right?
Skinner covered one of his songs. Give me
Call Me the
3
Breeze.
steps, or
Call Me the Breeze.
Call Me the Breeze. Yeah.
Call Me Febreze.
He wrote so many other songs that have been covered by so many people that we haven't really heard, but if you have certain records, you've heard them. Yep.
His early albums had a very warm sound wherever he went, and he did.
Yeah,
you
and
wouldn't think it from looking at him. He made pains to make the productions really
well, he
good.
produced himself too.
Yeah, he did a good job. He did a great job.
One more. Boy, I'm hearing a real slap echo, man. Nas, the original version.
Hello, it's me.
1968.
I've thought about us for a long time.
I think I like Todd's version better.
Well, it is Todd. That is Todd.
yeah.
Ryan and Nas.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a Nad song.
Yeah, that's the band he was in before he went solo. Yep.
Yeah, he rearranged it. I think better, right, for the solo album.
Well, there's
played
it
drums on
became a
that?
hit when he did something anything.
Yep.
Well, that's it for the original versions of songs.
Okay.
By
Turd
Rundgren.
I was offered to go down to Atlanta to see him play with my son-in-law. I thinking about it in June, July. I might go down. By the way, we're about halftime here, so if you like what you're hearing, why don't you consider subscribing? It's free, and if you click the bell when you subscribe, you will always be notified when a new show comes up on YouTube. So just consider that. We love it.
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, in Music Relish Code, does anybody have to raise their hand or no?
No.
No, okay, me too.
We're not quite at the halfway point. I have another 50 minutes to go till we get there.
I was going to pull out my hall pass.
I have a little trivia thing about "Hello, It's Me."
Oh, cool.
The drummer on that song was John C. Omos of the Peter Frampton Band.
Wow.
Yeah. The late John C. Omos.
Was he American or British?
I don't know.
On Todd Rundgren's version or Nas version?
Todd Rundgren's version. He's on the
okay.
Todd.
Yeah.
Good drumming.
I thought Todd played all the instruments on that.
No.
Okay.
He could.
Yeah. He wisely chose a drummer.
Does he play the drums on I Saw the Light?
He plays. He's a multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Because he thanked Levon Helm on that, didn't he?
Well, I think he played the drum on that song.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Saw the
work.
Light.
Yeah, I just want to bang on the drum all day. I think Todd played drums on that.
Maybe he did.
Or it's a drum machine.
That was a big hit.
Yeah, huge. And it was one of those songs after 3 months of hearing it on the radio, I was like, all right, already.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, 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 boom. But I did like that bass
I would
part.
call that a novelty song of sorts.
Sure, he wants to stay home and have sex all day. Yeah, that's a novelty song.
It's not a metaphor. No, drumming is not a metaphor for sex.
I won't say anything. I don't want to get the drummer mad. I got the drummer mad at me one time.
Don't fear the drummer, Mark.
Don't.
Yeah, you should.
All our times have come.
That's what Mick Jagger said.
So, baby, don't fear the drummer. In the summer, wind or rain.
Drummer? Where's my fucking drummer?
You want your drummer? So there was a great band from Sweden, I believe, called Focus, who had one. Holland.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
They had one huge hit. And if any of our listeners say, who's Focus, when you hear this or see
our
this live
listeners
cut,
know who Focus are.
not everybody.
Yes, they do,
No.
Mark. Yeah.
We might, Perry, we might have some young
Don't
people.
condescend to the listeners. They know who Focus
Perry.
is.
No,
Don't
Perry.
condescend to the old people.
We might have some young listeners that are learning about rock and roll from us. And if that's the case,
I would hope. Yeah, I would
You
hope
know?
so. I would hope. So.
yeah, we want young people to get
their
into
great
this
guitar
music.
player, Jan Ackerman.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And not everybody knows him.
talk about FM radio, right?
Yeah, really. I mean, that's
Look,
that's
the singer
Best of.
can't wait to sing. Look at him.
oh, he's wild.
Now, notice the guitar he's playing, Mark.
Yeah. That's not Les Paul.
Oh, yes, it is.
What's up with the head, the neck?
I'll tell you. What a great drummer, too, by the way.
Yeah.
They're all great musicians.
Yeah. Here we go.
Go.
Go!
There was an album version which had 12 verses or whatever, and then there was the radio version,
Which was long. Yeah.
They're playing
only
that fast.
only an FM radio. That's funny.
Mark, you know why the guitar looks different to you?
At the top, it's the cut.
That's a Les Paul Personal. That guitar was like that. That was designed by Les Paul. The cutaway is a little different than your standard Les Paul from Gibson that you would see. That's a Les Paul Personal, and if you look up
where the neck joined the body, it's like a diagonal cut.
It's a Les Paul Personal. Les Paul designed those guitars,
was that a line, Les Paul Personal,
it's
or
Les Paul Personal? Yeah, yep.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's got a little different shape, a little wider or something than your other Les Paul, and of course he put humbuckers on it and whatever.
Yeah,
but here's another one. Oh boy,
it's George Carlin.
They're rocking, man.
Yeah, but the drummer's so calm. Look at him.
Yeah. He's locked in that groove.
They're playing this fast.
Well, it's live.
Yeah, it is fast. Cool.
Wow. What's he saying?
It's Swedish. Dutch.
Here it goes.
Shit.
That guy, Jan Ackerman, lead guitar. Look at him. Rocking.
In the 80s, when you had all these guitar albums coming out, Jan Ackerman had a bunch of solo albums, and they were really good, but very jazzy.
Oh, cool.
Very good, very great, good guitar player.
They're considered a prog band. So
Fusion,
there's got to be
prog,
some jazz influences in there, and there's still two more, Mark.
Okay. Let's lay it on me. Jesus.
Look, drummer is in that groove, man. See how the cutaway looks a little different?
A little sweet picking.
Whoa. I see a Marshall amp back there. I think I see high watts also.
Nice.
He whistles, he flutes, he
One
yodels.
He does it all. And he can come fix your washing machine. He's whistling with his teeth and tongue.
Jeez.
Wow. Oh, this is a rocking song, man. Wow.
That's a powerhouse.
So that song was called Hocus Pocus, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Emerson, Lake and Palmer released "Welcome Back, My Friends" in 1974,
Yeah.
for years everybody would say to them, "Did you speed the master tape up?" Because if you've never heard it, they play Tarkus and Hoedown at this impossible speed. And Greg Lake said it right. He says, when you do a massive tour and you're playing 8-minute songs every night, you speed them up to get through them.
Huh.
And I wonder if there was a little of that with Focus,
And the
Let's get through
Rolling
the song.
Stones.
Yeah. That was incredible, though. There's so much power in that song.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that song was probably a bit of a hit.
That was a hit. That was a radio hit. Yeah.
I guess FM.
Chart performance. Check it out. U.S. Billboard. What was its placement? What was its placement in the U.S. Billboard Hot 100? It's top 10. It was top 10.
Whoa.
10.
All right, I'm going to say number 8.
10.
Number 9.
We both got it wrong.
Now, the Netherlands.
By the same amount.
No, they're from Holland. So actually, in the Netherlands, in the Dutch top 40 and the single top 100, it was a number 9 also for both charts.
Synchronicity.
Yeah, but U.S. Cashbox top 100 is number 4.
So you're saying U.S. casualties.
U.S. Cash.
Yeah, so they're a Dutch band. And Holland's produced so many good bands, and they're all different. They're like, they're all like, they do their own thing, right? Golden Earring is Dutch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they all sound unique,
And as our listeners know, we have a friend in Holland, Mark Young, and, we did the Netter Beat special, and, that's even that was modern rock at the time, the 70s in a Focus, but that stuff goes back to the 60s. So, yeah, they got a great musical history.
Yeah.
Great rock history.
Yep.
The Van Halen brothers.
Awesome.
Great country.
Yeah.
I know all the curse words in Dutch because Walter taught me, but anyway,
lay one on us.
Repeat them.
Lay one on us. Come on.
We're
not going to know what it means.
You lullamanga.
Okay.
He who eats bananas is how my loose translation came through. You get it.
In German, there's a thing called a Sitzpickler.
Shit. He who eats pickles?
It's a man who pees sitting down. All right.
And Larry David does that. We know because he fell into the toilet one night when he was sitting down to pee.
That was from the guy that played it when Django. Django Unchained, the German actor.
Christopher Waltz.
Yes.
The great Christopher Waltz.
Yeah.
Wow.
2-time Oscar winner.
That was awesome. So, random. Anybody want to lay some random? I got random.
Well, I've got one.
Come on.
Let's hear yours.
No, let's hear yours.
Okay. I got a few things here. Number 1, Lou, through the years, and it's been years now we've been doing the show, you could say that. He'll talk about an album or a performance, and he got me into the wit and barbaric tirades of a critic called Robert Christgau.
Oh.
So I've started deep diving when I go through a artist or a band's catalog. If I see quotes by Robert Christgau, I'm going to start making notes of them and do it. So I'm going to call this Christgau Reacts. So I was going through James Taylor albums, and there's 3 albums that he made statements on that, let's say he didn't like them. So anyway, Sweet Baby James, his second album, right? When that came out, it generally got good reviews, except Robert Christgau.
Really?
He said, Taylor's vehement following bewilders me. As near as I can discern, he is just another poetizing simp. Even the production is conventional, for true believers only. That's a typical Robert Christgau, right?
And that was an album that was pretty well received.
But James Taylor couldn't care less about critics, so as most artists do,
You got to listen to critics, though.
No,
because
you can't let it kill you, though.
You know why I listen to critics? Because like the fact that they would say something like that, I might go, I like that because of what he said. But he picked on his followers. That's classic Christgau. So I
listened to his greatest, or the best of James Taylor on Spotify recently, and it's really good. I mean, he's a great singer, great guitar player. But
I'm not enamored. What got me is when he does like How Sweet It Is.
Yeah.
His voice is a little too soft, at times. But his guitar playing is
that
good.
early period, though.
Yeah. He put out the Mudslide Slim and the Blue Horizon, the next album. All right, so this is what Christgau said. Having squandered most of the songs on his big success, referring to the last album, he's concentrating on the intricate music. The lyrics are more onanistic than ever, escapist as a matter of conscious thematic decision. From what? You well may wonder. From success, poor fella. Blues singers lived out on the road out of economic necessity, although they often got into it. Taylor is an addict, pure and simple, a born-rich nouveau star who veers between a homestead on the farm. What does he raise there, by the way? And the Holiday Inn in his mean old existential dilemma compels him to call home, deserves the conniving, self-pitying voice that is his cursed. Interesting, intricate, and unlistenable. And I think that album was really good.
Wow.
I love that second album.
That's pretty scathing. Quite scathing. Quite scathing.
Then when he put out his album JT in 1977, Christgau actually liked it. He said, James sounds both awake and in touch. Handyman is a transcendent sex ballad, while I Was Only Telling a Lie and Secret O' Life evoke comparisons with betters on the order of the Stones and Randy Newman, so that the wimpy stuff, which still predominates, sounds merely laid back in contrast. Best since Sweet Baby James, which he didn't like. Some of this is so wry and lively and committed, his real fans may find it obtrusive. Again, he's picking on the fans. He's saying it's a good album and the fans wouldn't like it. This guy's a real son of a bitch.
Well, he's 80 years old now, so I mean,
Is he still alive?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I'm reading his.
He's a tough critic. He didn't call himself the dean of music journalists. That was J.D. Constant. No, it was someone else. But he's up there. You know.
Well, what I do like is that he always
gave Blue Oyster Cult either like B's or B minuses.
Really, he didn't make friends with artists because he said if I got to slag them, I don't. So he didn't.
Okay.
He didn't go backstage and hang out with artists, which I kind of appreciate. So so that's Robert Christgau. I'll have another edition of that sometime.
That was pretty cool.
I want to play you something. See if you can tell me who the singer is. Let me get the sound up first.
Take a flight to Miami Beach, or take your funky self to Hollywood. I'll take it my time. I'm in an Oregon state of mind.
couldn't really decipher what I was hearing there.
Pretty shitty singing, though, right?
Is it a musician, like an actor being a musician?
No, it's a guy that made albums. Lots of albums we've heard.
Who?
That is David Lee Roth on his latest tour. He plays New York State of Mind, and he puts whatever he's playing into a place in New York. Oh. I think his vocals are horrible.
Now I can hear
horrible.
It, right? Yeah.
He's not even trying to hit the notes.
He's not even trying to sing. Wow.
Yeah, pretty bad.
That's what it comes down to. He's bored, he just wants to get out and do something.
Or he wants to make some more money, maybe, because that's usually what the tours are. I need money,
Oh, yeah. I didn't want to say that.
Yeah.
What would Robert Christgau say about that first?
Maybe he just likes to sing,
Robert Christgau would give it an A, probably. He reinterprets.
I like the way he thought of Van Halen.
What did he say?
I don't know. I'm curious.
I'll have to look that up. So here's one more thing for you. I don't really like the first two Jethro Tull albums. I'm not as familiar with them as I should be. And I was playing the second album, which is This Was. And I was playing a song called Cat Squirrel. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of it. But wow, I think they had a big Cream influence on this one. That's an
the second album
too. Yeah, this was
with Clive Bunker.
He's got that guitar is that Marshall overdriven sound that Clapton had. That's Martin Barr. That's his first album with them.
Okay.
Yeah, and Clive Bunker on drums, but even the bass has that Jack Bruce sound.
Yeah.
I really liked it. It's the only song on the album that's like that, but I was like, whoa, just wow. I can't remember what Cream song it reminded me of, but there is a Cream song kind of like that, you know?
Yeah, it's rockin' boogie, rockin' rockin'
it,
blues.
it went to like
right?
a kind of a boogie. You know,
Yeah.
Rockin' the blues.
Or a
yeah.
shuffle.
Yeah. They were shedding
shuffling.
off. The first album is also almost all blues. Second album, it was kind of half and half because Ian Anderson kind of took over. And then by the third album, blues was pretty much out the window. Yeah. So
He was probably producing at that point.
No, the early albums, no, I'm not going to say. I don't think he was, but he was a songwriter, arranger, and all that. So it's his band. But anyway, yeah, it's just my little thought. Anybody else have anything?
I do.
Yeah.
For one thing, I don't know if you guys have noticed, Asheville has made the national news again. New York Post, a couple other publications posted articles saying how dangerous it is downtown.
Ooh.
Don't go to downtown Asheville. And to be honest, some things need to be done. We have a fairly significant homeless population. But the person I spoke to was a former council person and always trashes Asheville in his little newspaper column. So it was kind of not fair. And I've been downtown. I go downtown. Everyone eats downtown. And there are people there, but I've not had any situations in a while. Like, excuse me, I had people throw a bag of garbage at my van one time. But anyway.
Well, I would do that if I saw you. I mean,
sure. It's a city. It's a city of sorts. It's a destination. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
So that being that, come visit. It's a cool place. Lots of music in Asheville and food and other things. And great hiking and rivers. Okay. I have a correction from last week's episode. We were talking about the Eagles, about number ones, and I said I can't tell you why it was a number one. It was not. It was a number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100. So when I was thinking about that, I was like, how many singles that the Eagles released off their albums, and how many of the singers, everyone sang lead vocals at one point. How many singles did they all have and what they did? So when I looked at it, guess who had the most singles released of all the Eagles?
Who's that?
You mean who sang more of their hit singles?
Right, like from all the singles released from all the albums, who of all his albums, who actually had more singles released?
I'll say Glenn Frey.
I'll say Glenn Frey.
You are right. More singles released, 10 of them.
Wow.
Yeah. And they're considering at the History of the Eagles doc, he goes, he considered Don Henley the lead singer, which I don't think that's completely fair either. So Don Henley had a total of, let's say, 5 singles released. So it was half the amount that Glenn Frey had.
Oh, wow.
Randy Myers only had 1 released single, and that was Take It to the Limit.
Mm-hmm.
But Try and Love Again from Hotel California.
Yeah.
Right. Bernie Ledden had 0 singles released, although he co-wrote Witchy Woman with Don Henley. Joe Walsh also had 0 singles released. Pretty Maids all in a row. I don't know if that might have charted, but it did say. And Timothy B. Schmidt, I can't tell you why. That was his single, but that was number 8. So the singles that Glenn Frey had, Take It Easy was number 12. Peaceful Easy Feeling hit number 22. Tequila Sunrise, 64. These are all going in succession from their early albums to the later albums. Outlaw Man, that's from Desperados, number 59. Written by a guy named David Blue, he acted in a lot of movies, this guy. You might recognize him. Already Gone. We played that last week. Number 32. James Dean.
A couple of weeks ago, yeah.
Number 77. Lion Eyes, number 2. New Kid in Town was a number 1. Heartache Tonight was number 1. And How Long from Long Road Out of Eden was a number 45. Henley Singles, Witchy Woman was a number 9. Best of My Love, number 1. One of These Nights, number 1. Hotel California, number 1. And The Long Run, number 8. Yeah. Do you ever listen to The Long Road Out of Eden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's all right. I mean, it's country. When that came out in 2007, to me, I said they've really gone country, which they kind of did. I mean, Joe Walsh was playing some pretty good country guitar, though, in some of those songs.
It was, if there's any there's a criticism, it's 2 CDs. It could have been 1 CD.
Yeah,
there's a lot of filler. But they had some really what's that song by Timothy Schmidt? Something day.
Love will eat love. Love will keep us alive. Love will keep us alive.
Love
will keep us alive.
There's one called Cloudy Day or Something Day. That was a really good song off that album. Yeah, it was good. The songs that were great were really good. And then there was some. Joe Walsh had a clunker on it, but you have to make 2 CDs, which I don't know why they did that.
That was his sober song.
Oh, yeah.
A pleasant song, but
Yeah, and if you're charging people for a DVD or a CD, or you gotta give them something. There's going to be some filler in there.
Well, that album was an exclusive with Walmart, and no one else sold it for like the first year or 6 months. Mm-hmm. And it was actually a pretty good price. I think I spent $11 on it, 2 CDs. So,
the single "How Long" that's an old J.D. Souther song. That was on one of his earlier solo albums. It's a good song. It's country, but it does rock though. So,
it's you could use it too as a test CD for speakers. The production is top notch, but of course it was an Eagles with all digital. What are you going to expect? Yeah.
That was my random.
Yeah.
All right, has anyone heard the new Michael Stipe single?
Yes,
I finally listened to it. I love it.
I think it's a great song.
Yeah,
me too.
Cool playing on it too.
Yeah, but there's something even more interesting about it. Michael Stipe has no record contract for his solo work. He's been recording independently, stating for the first time in his adult life, "I am not under contract with anyone except myself." That's from Far Out Magazine. The independence allows him to choose collaborators, set his own pace, and avoid label restrictions. And he claims, he emphasized, he is paying for the recording process himself. He has no management or label involvement to get in the way. So
good.
Yeah. Yep.
And then when he releases it, it's going to be all his.
He will reap the rewards. Own the masters. Yeah. There's no record label, so it's all him. Yeah.
And you think about it with whoever's producing it and the players. He's a wealthy man. I would do the same thing. Yeah. You'll make some money. But at the same time, does he plan on putting 10 records out? He's going to finance himself. It doesn't matter.
He doesn't care. He'll do it on his own timeline.
This is his first solo
record. Yeah. So I think it's really cool and very smart to pay for it. Do it yourself. You sell that money.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he said that this album's not even coming out till September.
It's not coming
He's taking his time.
It's not coming out till the
he
fall.
He talked about September.
I think, or something.
Yeah. Good for him. I mean, just take your time.
And also, it doesn't mean the people that he did this TV show with are his band. They could only been on that song. He can work with anybody he wants to.
Yeah, we don't know who's on it.
Right.
Yeah. Michael Shannon's gonna be on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a former REM member or two. Who knows?
That performance on Stephen Colbert was good. And I like that they had the album with the white, they all know. And they even had a T-shirt with the album cover. That's cool.
Yeah.
But,
well, that's all I've got.
That
and you
song,
know what?
That song to me something. It could have been on New Adventures in Hi-Fi.
Really? You think so?
Yeah. Which I think that's funny. I read about once I heard that I looked up New Adventures online and what some of the the reviews were. People say it's a great album. It's a lot of the bands. It's Michael Stipe's favorite record, and I think Mike Mills too. They said it stands up after the fact, but that song sounds like it could have been part of that in a good way.
Interesting. I think what it is. I think the reason I'm surprised you say that is I'm getting wowed by hearing different musicians with Michael Stipe singing. Yeah. I'm not hearing REM. I'm hearing a whole totally different guitar player. But you got a point.
Part of the groove. Just something about the chord progression and stuff. But I don't know.
Yeah.
And in a great way though.
Right.
I'm looking forward to the album.
I can't wait for this. And once it's available for pre-order, I'm just pre-ordering it. So and you know what? Let's all try and support him too. Like buy the album. So I forgot. I had one thing I totally forgot about. There's a band called Stanley Simmons. Have you heard of them? It's Paul Stanley's son and Gene Simmons' son. They have a band.
Oh, of course.
They initially got together.
They do. Yeah.
No, they did one song and they decided to do an album. So they've released 2 singles so far, 2 songs from it. Now listen to this. You're going to be a little surprised. I expected, you know what we all listen.
I don't know where we go.
Well, wouldn't you expect it to sound like their parents? Well, they're not going to sound like their parents.
I'm surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I thought it might have been more rock and roll, or that sounds like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young has a kind of.
It sounds like Carry On.
Yeah.
But I just like the harmonies.
Yeah.
I have high hopes for this album. Like, yeah,
it's like it's no lick it up. I mean, you got to admit.
No, it's
better.
No,
it's actually better.
I hope the best for them. I hope they do good with it.
I forgot something. I forgot some random here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we haven't talked about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees. Now they've been announced.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the obvious one. The performers are interesting, but I think some of the other ones are kind of neat. So we know Phil Collins will be inducted as a solo. I think he should.
Yeah.
Billy Idol. I don't know. I don't have a problem with Billy Idol. I mean, I don't know.
Why? He was big time for a time.
He was big time. And I think early on too. He made his imprint before Billy Idol band and Rebel Yell. Iron Maiden, they should.
Yeah. We need more metal in there.
And having been snubbed before. Joy Division, New Order. I say yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oasis. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm torn on that.
I don't know that they'll show up, but
yeah.
I mean, they're a band that I know they were huge, but I didn't know they were that. Wow, but 25 years.
It also falls into that category where people will say they're X amount of years old, but what about this band that's from 30 years ago, from 40 years ago?
Well,
the people complain like that.
25 years. You can't argue with
does
that.
any of that surprise you, Mark? No.
Right.
And I don't watch. So this is why I don't watch the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I just can't.
No. How about Sade?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
It's been doing the same song
big here, but in Europe and all over the rest of the world, it's huge.
I would think probably more so. I just I know 2 singles.
She's been doing the same song for 30 years. So
Luther Vandross.
That one was for Tom Spallone, by the way.
For Tom. Okay. Luther Vandross.
Yeah.
What did he sing? I know he was big, but I'm not sure what
he's.
I don't know. I didn't listen to the R&B charts or
like 80s R&B was not my thing.
Yeah.
So he was one of those 80s R&B singers that legitimized it. He was a seriously good talent.
Yeah.
And so they put in he
started
died.
If you're going to put a backup singer too. Yeah.
He sang for David Bowie on Young Americans.
Yeah.
He was his
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
interesting. I didn't know that.
If you're going to put R&B in, don't just put in people that had hits and don't have the talent. He had the talent. So definitely, I see it.
Wu-Tang Clan. That's the less of the performers.
They got the rock and roll attitude. Yeah, I say, it's all about the pot.
Early influence, the Early Influence Award. Celia Cruz, the Queen of Salsa.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. When you see her picture, you know who she is. You've seen her.
Yeah.
And I got voted the King of Guacamole. Whatever. It's not even worthy of a rim shot. Come on, try. All right, in the early
I'll give you a rim shot.
There you go. Fela Kuti. He'll be inducted.
He is the guy that played with Ginger Baker, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Is that the guy?
Peter Gabriel.
Oh, I played one of his songs. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. Very influential. Queen Latifah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Early influence.
Pioneer.
Okay. MC Light. I'm not sure about MC Light. I don't know. What up with that?
I find that one a stretch because she had good songs, but a lot of people knew that she had that duet with Sinead O'Connor. And I don't think now I don't know her catalog as much, but I have her first album. I just don't see the output that Queen Latifah
she's bigger
has.
than we know because obviously, she's
Who's we know? Or maybe she knew Jimmy Iovine. Yeah. If you know Jimmy Iovine, you get in. Yeah.
Hey, it's dark business. And this last one I think it's overdue, and I was surprised to see it, and it is the late great Graham Parsons.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't know that.
right. So
Is it a direct or is it one of those subcategories?
Influence.
it's
something,
early
right?
influences.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Okay.
definitely country rock. I mean,
Definitely.
So, yeah.
He hated that term, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, musical excellence. Linda Creed. Do we know who Linda Creed was?
No.
She was she co-wrote a lot of Philly soul. She was a singer, producer, songwriter. She co-wrote and produced a lot of things with Tom Bell. What was a Philly label?
Bell Records.
Philadelphia International.
Yeah. So she co-wrote for the Stylistics. Stop, Look, Listen to Your Heart. You Are Everything. You are everything.
Wow. Great song.
Betcha by golly, wow. She co-wrote that. Break Up to Make Up. People Make the World Go Round. And You Make Me Feel Brand New. So she co-wrote that.
Wow.
With a guy named Michael Massey or something like that. No, it's a different thing. She co-wrote for the Spinners, Ghetto Child, and Rubber Band Man. She sang backup on I'll Be Around, Could It Be I'm Falling in Love, Mighty Love, and One of a Kind Love Affair with the Spinners.
Well, big hits, man. She
Big
deserves
hits.
it.
This
then.
is
yeah.
freaking huge. Absolutely. Well done. She was diagnosed with breast cancer at the age of 26. She died in 1986. But she co-wrote with this guy named Michael Massey the song The Greatest Love of All. We know the Whitney Houston
version. Yeah.
It was the theme song for the Muhammad Ali biopic, The Greatest, in 1977. That version was done by George Benson. Yeah, so she died at the age of 37. But in 92, she was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, and now she's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I mean, that's wow. That's well deserved.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
And that's someone that wasn't known when she wasn't out front.
No,
I like seeing those people get in.
I might have seen the name. We pass you so much information, that kind of thing. But yeah, so I'm kind of glad I got to look that up. Also musical excellence. Arif Mardin. I think I pronounce it Mardin, but it's Arif Mardin, the producer.
Wow. He gave the Bee Gees their success.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah. And Jimmy Miller, the producer, Jimmy Miller, Mr. Jimmy.
Oh, good.
Right.
Excellent.
And Rick Rubin. Musical excellence.
Cool.
And there's an Ahmet Erdogan Award, and that goes to who? Ed Sullivan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Well, think about all the we've had some Ed Sullivan acts on the show too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Topo Gigio, I think, was the best.
No.
Freddie and the
guy that spun the plates on the broom handles.
No.
Were Freddie and the Dreamers ever on?
Probably the greatest of. If they're.
I'm at 25 to get 30 now. 5 have another $40 on the make it a quarter now. 5
Is he related to Dick?
There was a boy in Arkansas who wouldn't listen to his
Leroy Van Dyke.
He should go to school. He'd sneak away in the afternoon, take a little walk, then pretty soon you'd find him at the local auction barn. He'd stand and listen carefully, then pretty soon he began to see how the
There's an accordion in the back.
Yeah. What kind of guitar is the guy in the back playing? It's a big old hollow body. Looks like Rod Serling.
Kind of does.
In a world.
$50 bidder now, 55. Will they give me 55? I'll make it 55. I'll make it 55. I sold it all for a $50 bill.
I think I could only listen to that song one time.
Yeah.
You dumb shit. Oh, shit. Now, that's very interesting. Again, it's interesting. Very, very interesting. Tell me, do you always throw your food? What kind of a crazy question is that? Very significant question. It's proved that people who throw their food... What crazy question is that? A significant question. Most people who throw their... All week I haven't been able to say this line. Okay, what's the bet? What do I say?
Come on, drop an
F-bomb.
F-bomb.
Little message I use if a rumpus move. Yeah.
How many rumpuses have you had here?
I've never seen bloopers from that show.
Yeah, I had a couple bloopers.
That's got to be AI because Tony Randall would never curse.
What are you going to do with that stick?
Oh, there's lots of things you can do with this stick, Elmo. Hey,
kick
maybe
someone
you
in
can
the
play hockey
ass.
with it, like,
Yeah, I've been a goalie now for about 3 years, and it hasn't affected me. Maybe it could be like a baton. There you are, conducting a full orchestra. Thank you, Madonna, for that lovely lingerie melody. I better go back. We'll never be able to do that. I realize. Or it could be a king. Well, Nancy and I are just happy to be here. Or you can play Pinocchio, the home game. I have 2 Academy Awards, Elmo. Stuff like that, you know, Elmo, just simple things. Yeah.
Whoa.
And you know, I told you I'm going to do with this stick.
What?
I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Robbins.
Mr. Robbins? Taking the stick back, Elmo.
I only had 3 lines.
The Muppets.
God, another comedian that just made me laugh constantly.
Yeah.
His stand-up was classic.
Yeah. I'm glad the Muppets didn't perform any acts of violence in like those TV commercials we've seen.
Yeah, right.
And, you know, the funny man was actually very sad. You know,
Yeah.
One more. Jackie Rogers.
This Saturday night on SCTV, Jackie Rogers pays homage to the great outdoors in a musical extravaganza that was doomed from the start. Old Mother Nature, she loves me. She loves me, and my amazement. I love how does that mean? Yesterday she loved me, now today she hates me. She loves me. Hey, what? You know, in my business, or in our business, when a song lingers, man, it becomes what we like to call a standard.
Man.
This next standard, we haven't really changed that much. Let's just say we put a new dress in the old gal. Dig. Animal crackers in my shoe. Animal crackers, the look. Gosh, oh gee, but I have fun eating animal crackers. Fun. That was close. Look at the director down there. Would you not worry? It will take more than a tree to kill a Jackie Rogers, okay? Pardon me, miss, but I've never done this with a real live squirrel. Pardon me, miss, but
This is fucked up.
by a real live squirrel. Hi, I'm Jackie Rogers Jr. In 1970, my dad gave his life to make this special. I hope you tune in. It's a real blockbuster, man.
I think we ought to appreciate Martin Short. Like, there's something off-putting about him, but the guy's funny. He's Jerry Lewis's killer.
Yeah.
And there's some documentary out about him now that's coming out about Martin Short. It's called Life is Short or something. Yeah.
Best
Ed
quote
Grimley.
about him. Best quote about him from Steve Martin. It's great to fly with Marty Short because you could just put him in the overhead bin. You don't have to buy him a ticket.
Well, those guys always take jabs at each other. Yeah. And apparently they've been the best of friends since the Three Amigos movie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Some fun. I have not seen the movie, but the clip that you showed that one time was hysterical.
I don't think it ever
They're in
made
the
it to
bar.
air. I don't think it ever made it to air.
Really?
Yeah. So
well,
use it. We'll use it one day. Yeah.
Sons
You
of
can
bitches.
research it if you want, but I don't think we ever showed that in the beginning.
No.
Yeah. Yep.
That's happened. It's happened. Happened with Godzilla.
What? Yeah.
Fucking Godzilla.
Well, on Spotify, Godzilla's on Spotify though.
I don't think that episode's not on Spotify yet. I don't
Sure it is. Yeah.
think.
I saw it on Spotify.
All right.
Yeah.
David Letterman said if you play more than 2 notes of Blue Oyster Cult, you owe like $41,000. So you know, we got to be careful. You know, very, very careful. Yep.
Well, that's all the information I have, Mark.
Look at this. I didn't even drink a full glass. I'm doing better. My therapy's working. So, you know, your therapy, you guys. So,
You're supposed to drink more.
Yeah, well, maybe maybe I would have been
therapy
more
right
interesting. Well, this is actually not Yellowtail. It's Robert Christgau Chardonnay, which makes me bitter and harmonious. So, yeah.
Bracing acidity.
Christgau actually sounds like a brand of wine, doesn't it?
It does.
Doesn't he? Yeah.
Christgau Vineyards.
Yeah.
Christgau Brothers.
I'm actually reading his book
Fine
right
ports
now.
and
He has like
sherries.
5 books, and I'm reading one of them. I'm not like someone who's very versed. I have to read like a few pages at a time because it's hard for me to digest. It's extremely wordy. So I get through 3 or 4 pages, I put it down. But he's good, it's really good stuff, and he loves music.
His reviews
he
are
really
very
loves music.
they're very wordy,
Yeah. True music lover, just gets mad when it's not what
People
he thinks
still
it should
talk
be.
about Lester Bangs, right? So yeah, that's what those guys did.
Lester
Yeah.
Bangs, he's another one that he would not sugarcoat. Yeah.
But there's also things, his tastes aren't always all that sophisticated either. It's not like, what I mean? He's reviewed many genres of music and found things of value and things that, we may not think he did.
Right.
But except for James Taylor.
But taking swipes at the listeners of James Taylor, that's
that's rough.
That's a low blow, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I listen to someone's, Spotify's list of the best of James Taylor. And the early stuff was great,
Yeah, absolutely.
Even Carolina on My Mind. It's a
you're
really nice song.
stupid for listening to James Taylor. Like you said, he plays a unique style of guitar. Like when he finger picks, it's not Piedmont style. It's not, it's his thing, man.
Cool.
And I've also heard that when he picks, he's extremely tough on the strings. Like people say, you don't know the strength in his fingers when he's picking, but it's like really. So yeah, that's what I've picked up on the last few years listening to his guitar playing.
And I read where Sting evidently loves his voice so much that I read this in the past where he goes, I beg James Taylor let me produce him.
Really?
Oh yeah, Sting wanted to produce James Taylor.
Maybe one day he will.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, here's another thing I didn't realize. From his first album all the way up to like 1983, Peter Asher produced all those albums.
Peter Asher.
Yeah, I was shocked. Like all through those
Lou knew
70s
that.
hits.
I knew that.
I didn't.
Lou knew that. Yeah.
I knew. I thought the Apple stuff, like the first album, because McCartney
He did.
bass,
Yeah, he did them all. He stayed with them through 83. So his big success, and then at some point he got someone else, and then he went off. But that was a long run,
I like Peter Asher's Beatles show. I mean,
yeah, me too.
Because he had a front seat to the whole thing. But he seems like a really cool down to earth guy.
Who Christgau's sniping at is Peter Asher in a sense too. If you don't like the sound of James Taylor records,
good point.
You know what I mean? You're taking a swipe at Peter Asher.
Yeah.
I think
I wonder what he thought of Jackson Brown.
I think that there was kind of a blowback. I know, and I've read other people talk about. So you have that James Taylor, Carole King, Jackson Brown, and maybe throw in the Eagles. The fans of that music, some people didn't like those fans for some reason. I don't know why. They maybe thought that they were thought that they just had a higher level of, I don't know. But Christgau seemed like he didn't. It was shared. I've heard people say that. And yeah, because people that maybe like Jackson Brown weren't going to listen to, I don't know, Blue Oyster Cult.
Or television.
But yeah. So I knew people back in, like my sister had some boyfriends that they only liked the soft rock. They hated anything hard rock, you know? And so it's like,
I think some people who like some of that stuff, like singer-songwriter, country, almost country-ish, went on to like some country music, modern. My brother, he's a big James Taylor fan, like that kind of stuff. He went to kind of a country thing there for a while,
Sure. Yeah.
If that's a good move. Sorry, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, this has been a great show. And great way to close out the weekend for me here.
But
I got to go to work tomorrow. I got to go to work. So the after show party is going to be curtailed tonight. So,
Well, that's kind of early. 1:43.
Oh, yeah. 7:34 Eastern time. What time is it in the Netherlands?
6 hours
It's
later.
6 hours. 6 hours.
Okay. I can't count. So, I went to Lutheran school. I didn't learn math. So,
all right.
But it's been a great show. And I just want to say, if you're listening to us right now, whatever format you're listening on, keep listening to it. We're available in a lot of formats, but if you like us on YouTube, keep listening. And Spotify, keep Spotify. Just remember on Spotify, there's a couple things. Stuff that gets cut out, like the BOC, will usually stay on the Spotify. And we have a Spotify playlist called Music Relish Homework, in which a lot of these songs we talk about are on. So you can go there and hear the whole songs.
Yeah, and on YouTube, if you click the More button, it'll scroll you down to where you can actually hear the songs. That's some of the songs that we played a few samples of.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. So you can, if you hear something new, search it out, because that's what I've done with Perry and Lou, stuff that they showed me. I would never have listened to old Jackson Browne if it wasn't for Lou recommending reviewing that album, which, by the way, I'd like to review an album again.
Hello,
just putting that forward.
Perry Lou. Hello.
Some cunt's recording this. Some cunt's recording this.
Whoa. Whoa, who's that?
What did you say? Oh,
I don't know.
I know. That's Iron Maiden, and
Some
the
country
guy was
coding.
recording backstage, right? Yep.
I played
It's a
that on the
country
show,
rock.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's an
The real
outro.
Bruce Dickinson.
Mark, you want to hit the outro?
Where do I hit it? There?
Yeah.
Good night.
Yo, man.
Thanks
Feel
to
the
our
vibes.
subscribers.
We really love you.
We are the Music Relish Show at gmail.com. Email
Thank
us.
you. Some people claim this is the last photo taken of the Beatles.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
They kind of look preoccupied. Look at Pete. This fucking wanker.
Ew.
John Henderson. Hi.
Hendrix holding a Rickenbacker.
Yeah.
There's Woody.
Jeff-
playing
Ronnie!
That famous guitar. He used that in the Faces.
Yeah. Looks heavy for some reason.
Look at all those people.
Keith looks a little bit out of it, Keith. Huh?
His face is distorted. Look at him.
I think he's nodding off.
Charlie's like, I got to get out of here.
That's Charlie Watts.
Yeah. That's the late 70s.
Looks
look.
like
Yeah.
Paul Anka.
Well,
Tom.
He's got a Vox.
That's a great
And an
picture.
Eddie Cochran album.
And a phone.
A turntable.
There's a
Neil
happy
Peart.
guy. There's a happy kid.
Young Neil Peart.
Yep.
Look at that. Neil Peart. I don't know. What is he, 12, 13?
Peart.
High school age.
You know what? Fuck it.
Who you calling?
There's Patty
Who's that?
Smith and her boyfriend, Robert Mapplethorpe.
Those wacky Maplethorpe photos.
Wow.
I'm going to go stick my finger in a Twinkie.
Jesus Christ. John Taylor and
River
Keanu
Phoenix.
Reeves.
And Keanu
River
Reeves.
Phoenix and
John,
yeah.
Keanu.
John Taylor of Duran Duran and
Jackson Brown. Young Jackson Brown.
really good friends. Really good friends. Dolly. That's a good picture.
There's Mark Smith, king of the pull-offs.
Melanie.
Young Melanie Griffith.
Yeah. Did she knit that thing?
It's kind of interesting. Interesting attire.
Yeah, I knitted it on the bus on the way over. Who's Mark and why is he writing this shit? It's the sinking ship.
That's your new song, Mark.
Cool. I like it.
See you soon. Bye.